Hello there, Katarn here,
I'm the Bendu
coming back for another reaction to Ahsoka. This is part 7,
of
right?
E. Yeah,
Yes, it is.
man. This is gonna
The
be
penultimate episode.
So
We're
this
getting
is
to
either
the
gonna
end.
be like a bridge, like a real bridge episode into the season finale, which really could be anything, or they're just gonna go straight into Ezra's just gonna go straight fighting. But the
I
fact
mean,
is,
I think
Ezra
it's it's
acting, so
it's got to be the setup episode, right?
yeah.
To set up what the finale is going to be. Shout out to Nerd Chronic for editing this reaction for us and sneaking it past the Disney blockade. Yeah, a lot to absorb from last time. We've got Thrawn back in live action. We've got Ezra Bridger. He's a trailer park supervisor. I love that for him. We've got the Great Mothers doing all kinds of,
Dude,
of
I love
creepy
it.
dark magic with a K that we don't know exactly what it is that they're doing yet. Um,
And they're totally a metaphor for like the three fates, or like the three witches in Greek culture who have like the life thread, who are able to
totally.
read it. And like
That's,
yeah.
yes,
But it's like
I
they
picked up on that
obviously, it's
parallel
like I
too.
can't quite figure out if they want to leave the planet also, or if they just want to help out Thrawn. Like if their whole thing is
I'm
like,
not
no,
sure. I
this is
feel like
our
they have dominion there.
yeah,
They
right.
seem like they're comfortable there. I'm not sure about that. The stuff that they've been loading onto the Star Destroyer, like the coffin shaped stuff coming from the catacombs, like it's got to be bodies, right? Is it the bodies of Night Sisters, or are they the bodies of the dead
Of old
troopers
stormtroopers, probably.
that have been reanimated?
See, I didn't see anything that immediately looked like casket or coffin shaped. All the boxes to me just looked like regular, just like hollow
They're a bunch of
boxes.
floating crates,
Yeah, it just
and
looked
they're
like a bunch
totally
of floating
coffin
crates.
shaped.
So it could have been food, could have been whatever ammunition they had left. It could have been old armor.
No,
I
I mean,
saw
it's
someone on
speculation that they're
Twitter.
coffins.
Someone on
Absolutely,
Twitter
it could have been
tried
filled with
saying that
anything.
Ezra's chainmail, the chainmail shirt that he was wearing under his robes, someone tried
Yeah.
saying that they looked like stormtrooper dog tags. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I don't know if Ezra took that many lives, but it's like we don't know. We don't know like what their
It's been 9
situation
years.
was.
It's been 9 years. It's a
Yeah.
lot of time to be like
So
on the run,
this
constantly for
episode,
Thrawn.
theoretically, it could be like a flashback of like what Thrawn and Ezra's life was like when they first teleported.
Oh, okay,
there.
okay. You think it might be like
Yeah.
a clip show kind of thing? Well, not like a clip show, but like the way that Ahsoka and Anakin had their episode, kind of
Yeah,
taking us down memory lane for
yeah,
those
because
of us
there,
who haven't
right?
seen the
Because
Clone
there's
Wars
some
that are watching the
people,
show that want to know about the relationships.
yeah, or again, there's like some people who've watched this show who have never seen Rebels at all in their life, right? So they have no idea
Right.
who Ezra is, why everyone's excited to see him. They have no idea who the fuck Thrawn is, unless they happen to have like read the novels or anything expanded universe wise. So it's like they've had the grace of being introduced to Thrawn and the Chiss Empire through other means. But yeah, this episode could be a clip, could be a flashback episode, but it's still building to what the final fight's going to be, because Thrawn's now sending Balon and Shin to go fight them afterwards
Right.
after Sabine finds Ezra. So we'll see. It's a huge setup already.
Do you think that Thrawn's troopers are dead and or like have been reanimated in a similar fashion to Marok? You know,
I mean,
you don't think so?
no, like because he's already said that like we don't have the necessary forces to like we've lost enough men in the process as it is. Like when they first got there.
That's true. That's true. He does seem to be pretty like precious with the lives, which he wouldn't be if they were zombies.
Exactly.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know. I could go either way on that theory. I do think that it may just be a convenience that they're all covered in like red fabric because it just happens to be a material that's plentifully available here.
Well,
You know?
again, I think part of that is also just showing allegiance, right? And showing, I guess allegiance is really the only word. Loyalty, showing loyalty and like sovereignty of like, look, you helped us survive in this shitstorm of a wasteful, this wasteland of a planet. So like,
Right.
we're gonna make sure to like wear the Night Sister red to show that like we're part of this tribe, sort of thing. Enoch, though, I will say that General Enoch or whatever the fuck his name is, how
Captain
he did
Enoch,
have
yeah.
the same kind of like raspy, dark voice that Marok did, but I don't think he's necessarily a zombie.
No, the point that you made about him not wanting to risk too many lives and resources is a pretty damn good one. If it was a reanimated army, I feel like he wouldn't be quite as
I'm worried about losing.
But it's
him.
Thrawn. You know, it's Thrawn. He's going to safeguard his resources no matter what they are, no matter how expendable they are. I guess we're going to find out though, because I'm sure.
Like, I mean, like he had TIE fighters even on that ship, and it's like on his Star Destroyer, and it's like if anything, you could have just sent fucking TIE fighters after him. But even
well, I mean, it's an ISD-1. It's got a huge complement of
fuel,
of
though, right? But fuel,
ships.
He doesn't
it's
want
got
to
shuttles
fuel.
and fighters. It's got all kinds of shit, but we don't know what survived the journey and what has survived the last 9 years of exile either.
Yep, we don't know exactly what those space whales did either.
He's got.
Like maybe there was a huge Moby Dick, like 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea battle, and you know one of the whales just went full tail slap and just fucked the shit up, and they're just like, fire!
That sounds like something that I need to see. Someone make that happen.
Yeah. Well, just watch Avatar. Just watch fucking the Avatar waterbending.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But yeah.
Also, Hera is in big trouble, right?
She's about to get court-martialed. It's been a hot second.
Across the coals by the New Republic.
That's actually a good point. It's been a hot second since we've checked in with Hera and the New Republic fleet. So, like...
Carson Teva, absolute MVP of that episode, by the way, for stalling the capital ships. And being like, who is this? What's your authorization code? They're like, you know exactly who this is. What are you doing? Yeah. Buying the time that we needed. He's the real hero here. And I like that he's able to show up in like every single Star Wars show, and it feels natural.
He's helping. I think he's helping solidify a timeline, or like at least helping.
Yes,
like
he's become like the linchpin of the time period. We can tell where we are if he's there.
Yeah, right. Because he's a certain age. So.
All right. Well, it looks like the episode is out. Are you ready, best friend?
I am right. 45 minutes this time.
Ooh, nice. A meaty morsel. Do it!
We simply cannot allow a general of the New Republic security forces to go around acting like this is still a rebellion. This is a government.
Is that Admiral Akbar?
Is that Akbar? That'd be fun.
That's definitely Akbar. Look at that uniform. It's an admiral.
In the best way I know how.
I see. And you protected the New Republic by ignoring direct orders.
No, I protected the New Republic by
Ooh. Oh, snap. It's a trap.
Jedi. False Jedi. Star maps, star whales, distant galaxies. Honestly.
Man, Kazuda's dad is such a tool. I kind of love it.
Was leading a coordinated effort by the Imperial Remnant.
Objection. Imperial Remnant. Such a
sensational term, you twat.
It's crazy that this guy's not on the Imperial payroll and that he's just this ignorant.
Dude, check out the Ty Lee. When he sits down, the lady behind him looks straight up like Ty Lee from Avatar.
If Thrawn returns, that will change quickly.
If.
Oh, I see her blurry silhouette in the background there. She's got the hairdo.
I see a general who abuses her authority for personal gain, and I will not.
It wasn't personal gain.
Yeah, what is she personally gaining from this, allegedly? Ooh, that's Anthony Daniels. 3PO.
Wow.
He doesn't need to show you identification.
For sure.
Why are you here?
Honored Chancellor, with respect.
Okay, so
I am here on behalf of Senator Leia Organa. May I...
Woo! The princess herself.
Dude, we're getting a main cast character with fucking 3PO, dude? Like, what?
Wishes to present this data transcript, which she hopes may resolve the matter.
Wait, what? Leia's just gonna come in and pull rank?
Of course you object, you twit.
I know.
To be unaware that Senator Ziono had held a vote against such a mission without her.
This is preposterous. The court cannot admit evidence of this kind from a mere droid.
What? That's racist.
Chop.
That you address any further concerns to her directly in her role as leader of the defense.
Leader of the
Wow.
Defense Council. That's amazing. Of course she is.
Well, that seems to settle the matter. Unless you remain
Chancellor
unsatisfied,
Mothma.
Senator Sienna.
Damn. I mean, that's great for Hera, but that is unfortunately totally proving Senator Zioto's point about cronyism and just pulling favors to get away with whatever you want. That's literally what just happened here.
Feelings aside, and don't deny you have them. How real is the threat of Thrawn's
See, it's not
return?
personal gain. Like researching the threat of Thrawn is not personal gain by any means.
We have to prepare for the worst.
No, well, we know that, but from Zioto's point of view, they're like just circumventing the rules and not going through the channels that exist for a reason, you know? Like the mission was not approved and she did it anyway, you know? And then got out of it with a favor from Leia. And it was a good thing she did what she did. I'm just saying that, like, that's the point he's making, is that you're not playing by the rules. Which in my opinion means they need to change and restructure the rules to allow for this kind of stuff.
Especially the fact that this is like post-Empire, post-Death Star, post-Great Death Star. Like,
Oh, nice. It's the training hologram. It's the one she was using in Rebels.
General Grievous, Visage Ventress, even Count Dooku.
fucking name drops, bro. Oh, I love that they're giving us more of the armor.
So practice these forms often, or at least more than I do. I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
Man, he looks so good in the season 1 armor.
This was his last one.
Very thoughtful. I never realized.
That was his last recording. He must have stopped pretty early on in the war then, because his hair hadn't grown out yet.
I think the whales may be reaching the end of their journey. According to my instruments, their speed is decreasing.
Ooh,
I want
practice
everything
sabers.
in that little practice closet, man.
Practice sabers on the wall, and then like the box of
Just like a little
training.
box full of data discs.
Yeah,
Amazing.
dude, floppy disks.
I would point out that you are assuming the star whales have brought us to the correct galaxy.
I think the odds are pretty good.
No, in fact, they're terrible.
That's hilarious. They're
I did, but you never.
They really have a great chemistry, and I'm glad Hu Yang is in so much of this show.
This is it. We are exiting hyperspace now.
Incredible.
Oh, they're about to get fucking blown out of the sky, though. Thrawn's ready for this. God, they're so majestic. They're amazing. No, I don't want to see the Purgle getting hurt. Oh, shit.
Are they all like mines? Oh, that's exactly.
Oh,
what they're
dude,
all
yeah,
about.
it's a minefield.
That's
Look at that.
fucked. That's absolutely fucked.
Oh, those poor whales. I hate this. This is terrible.
Because they're too big. Yeah.
I mean, like, they're pretty fucking tough, though. They're taking a lot of hits here.
At least the whales are providing some cover.
Okay, good. They're getting the hell out of there.
You had to say something.
I know, you fully jinxed it, Hu Yang. The whales, like, they dropped her off and they were like, on second thought, you know, we're out of here. Fuck this place. Oh, we're just flying through the rings.
You mean the bones?
The bones, the boneyard rings. Dope. Meanwhile. See, look at those containers. Tell me those don't look like coffins.
I mean, they what?
Tell me those containers don't look like coffins.
They
though.
could be. Yeah, some of them. Yeah,
And they said they were bringing them from the catacombs. Like, what else do you put in a catacomb?
that's fair.
Among them was a T6 class Jedi shuttle.
It would seem Ahsoka Tano is alive and well after all.
Here's everything the Inquisitorial database.
Yes.
Oh, I was about to learn that it's Anakin that's the master.
Yes, the Inquisitors.
Her master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Yes.
You're certain there's only the one starship?
Correct, Grand Admiral. Our fighters have already engaged the target.
You're such
Nice.
a badass.
He immediately assumes that Ahsoka's leading like a massive army.
Withdraw the fighters and have them stand by.
Why not allow them to follow?
There's no need to waste our resources.
That's such cool technology.
There's no need to waste
Dathomir
our
holograms.
We shall lose
Sorry,
them
what were
in
you
the
saying?
debris field.
He's repeated it again. There's no reason to waste
Jedi are very good at
resources.
hiding.
No, you're right. You're right about that. I mean, they're called night troopers, though. There's something night sistery about them.
Put her on a path of her own choosing, so that no matter which direction she takes, we'll always be one step ahead of her.
Oh, that's awesome. They're doing a good job with the dialogue, making him seem like he's very much in control of the situation.
The planner, yeah. The master tactician at all times.
Oh, look, the caravan, they're all migrating.
My god, that's hilarious. They're like, Like space hobbit.
Get some rest.
Man, this is like the most Ezra place that he could have gone.
Never really thought about how much I've missed.
No.
He says, pull over.
Still trying to process everything you told me. The Empire was defeated.
Battle of Endor.
Name drop.
Yeah, she basically had to tell him the entire trilogy.
That's hilarious.
You know, I was beginning to think we'd never find you.
How did you?
It's complicated.
Come on, Sabine, stop being cagey.
I mean, he's gonna find out eventually, like, yeah, I found Thrawn.
He's not willing to admit that she, like, gave in and went with the enemy, you know?
But you know, getting home is kind of important.
I like that he has his facial scars. They gave him every
Ahsoka took me
detail.
on as her apprentice.
She what? Why? I mean, congratulations.
Nice save. God, his mannerisms are really good. He really does feel like Ezra.
Trained a little before, back when I was first learning.
I remember.
Yeah, so where is Ahsoka? Is she coming? That's complicated.
Yeah.
Hopefully not that complicated, though. Because Ahsoka's very much, like, more enlightened now, after her experience, and I think that she's going to have a different interaction with Sabine than she would have before, you know, what happened to her.
Oh, the fucking Warg Riders.
I know, this feels very Two Towers, doesn't it?
Oh, Two Towers. God damn it, I love it.
What do you smell? Mad flesh.
Mad flesh. Send out.
I like that he's on a black warg and she's on a white warg, too.
Send out your best Warg Riders.
I'm in need of your assistance.
And that's fucking Claudia Black,
We
bro.
are at your service, my lord.
Gosh, she's so cool.
Find her.
Yes, Grand.
Oh, dude, are we about to see some green fucking... Some
What are they gonna do?
Smoke magic?
What are they gonna do?
Are we gonna see some fucking green smoke magic? Nah, just the red thread.
They really like these little gadgets that they've got.
Just the red thread, yeah.
Could it be the thread of fate? If it's the thread of fate, it's extra funny they use it to tie up Sabine because she's bound by the threads of fate.
It's called plot armor.
I cannot locate Lady Either.
Oh, she's reaching out. Oh, this is a cool callback to Empire.
To Empire?
Yeah, when Luke calls to Leia.
Oh, yeah.
Took me in when I really needed help. Set me up with this pod.
Oh my god, if she feels it, this means she does have the Force.
Ahsoka.
I got chills, dude. She has it!
I see her.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
The Jedi is there.
Oh, is she like...
God,
sensing?
she's so creepy. She's so awesome.
They're triangulating and sensing where she's...
Boom,
using the Force.
right there.
Bro, that's...
Right there.
You have the coordinates. Open fire.
Something happened. What was it?
Just open fire? For what, like an orbital strike from the wheel?
Yeah,
From the ring?
exactly. It's a fucking bomb.
They found us.
Don't worry.
Oh, got it. They didn't locate Sabine. They located Ahsoka because Ahsoka reached out. I got it.
Yeah.
Run!
Oh, they're shooting from the ring. That makes sense. That makes so much sense. I was thinking they were going to shoot from the Star Destroyer.
Well, yeah, but the Star Destroyer's already down in atmosphere.
Yeah, so of course I wasn't thinking about them shooting from the ring, though, which makes way more sense.
Kill Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger, and take your place in the coming
Cool.
Empire. My path lies in another.
I love it. They're so...
Is he just like separating for now, or is he ending their relationship?
I don't know, but that would make them even less Sith.
One parting lesson, Shin. Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat.
This man hasn't said a single thing that was fundamentally wrong.
Or wasn't completely badass.
Well, I mean that too.
Dude.
Oh, are these the gunships from Rebels? Fuck yes.
Fucking
and the Clone
bullshit.
Wars.
Oh man, the drop ships.
Yeah, this feels so Two Towers Warg Attack.
Do they actually have
Yuka
guns?
Yuka.
Oh.
Hey!
Are you kidding me?
Nice. Do you think Ezra gave him that slingshot? Just shoot the bandits, don't shoot the Howlers, alright? The Howlers are just doing their job.
That's true.
They're not...
At least,
they don't deserve to
at
die
least
here.
the caravans are taking shots like champs, like...
I mean, they seem like they're pretty heavily armored, actually. They can hunker down, they got little armored...
Are they literally
tops.
just gonna...
That's awesome. Oh, they're surrounding the one that broke down. They're not going to leave anyone behind.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
They're all going into hermit mode.
Oh my god, he's still on about the protocol.
Once I'm on the ground, draw the fighters away. Yes.
What do you mean not this again? This is her favorite move. She loves doing this one.
He loves jumping out of ships, yeah.
I know.
And slicing wings off.
Ooh, nice. Super fun happy slide.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here we go. Round 2.
Uh-oh.
Can't allow you to interfere.
I don't have time for this.
That I know.
I think he has his green kyber crystal on his belt buckle.
I did read that somewhere. Yeah.
Well, you can see it. It's right there.
That blade looks a little more red, a little less orange. Or maybe that's just my eyes.
No, it's an orange saber. It's reddish orange.
No. The Force is my ally. That's all I need.
Are you... The fuck
He's just
are
going to
you
use the
doing?
Force?
What the fuck are you doing, Ezra?
Yes.
Just point.
Oh, bro, he's a Force. He's like a Force monk. He's just all, it's just all hand to hand and Force pushes. I love it.
That's hilarious. Oh, she's keeping the fight close. She's keeping it close quarter combat. Oh my god, I love it. Fuck.
Right, because he's a heavy fighter, so all of his power is in swinging from a distance.
He's like Drunken Master with Force Push. Oh my god.
It's so good. Oh,
oh no, his chair.
Close.
Oh, he's just gonna wipe the fucking floor.
I think Shin's gonna turn good by the end of this.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
Killed the hatchet man.
Oh, that was cool. Did you see how the blade reacted to the Force
yeah,
push?
it was like shh. It was yeah. Come on, Ahsoka. Oh god, he's so good. He's so good.
You can't defeat me.
Perhaps. I don't have to.
Oh, is it the T6?
Excellent. Excellent.
Nice. Good job, Hu Yang. That's what he was talking about, how he was early last time. He had the timing off. And he's like, were you, and you said you were sorry. He was like, no.
She jacked his ride.
Yeah, she did.
Jacked his ride.
He's like, huh. This is giving me a lot to think about.
Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe he's just angry. Yeah, who knows?
He's mildly frustrated, but also kind of, I think he like secretly kind of approves of Ahsoka, and he's rooting for her.
Fine, just stay in there and shut the door.
That was a very Ezra thing to do.
He just pushes the puppet by the face.
Yeah, no, he's killing it, man. He really has Ezra's like little motions down, his mannerisms.
I love how the wolf dog's like loyal to them now.
Don't you want to take us as prisoners? As prisoners?
Yeah, this feels so Ezra. Yes. Woo!
Oh, badass. Oh,
all back together.
Oh,
Shin, you are out of your depth. I'm telling you, man, Shin is going to change sides by the end of this thing.
Yes.
God, look at him go, dude.
Just force push. Force push.
His fighting style reminds me of Chirrut Imwe.
Yes.
Like he's super tapped into the Force, but he's not using a lightsaber.
Fucking just...
Yeah, he's a full-on, like, Force monk. That's his fighting style right now. I love it.
Recall the gunships. Call off the aerial pursuit. These are unfortunate, but acceptable losses.
Okay, that feels like canon Rebels Thrawn right there. He spent like 70% of his on-screen time rationalizing retreats. It's
rationalizing what?
Rationalizing the retreat, because the Rebels won every episode, because it's about the Rebels. But Thrawn was always like, actually, this was secretly a victory for me, even though we lost the battle. Like at the end of every single episode.
We shall soon leave this forsaken place. Ahsoka Tano has lost the one thing she could not.
See, what is the cargo?
Time is very much on our side now, and I shall keep it that way.
Interesting.
I mean, it was really.
What the fuck?
It was brilliantly maneuvered, man.
What the fuck?
This entire struggle just bought him all the time he needed to finish off loading up the ship and preparing for the journey. Like you said, time is absolutely on his side now. So that's his brilliance. Even in defeat, he can claim a victory. No.
I can help you.
I do feel like she's conflicted, but she can't make that choice that fast, you know?
She's too young.
Oh. This is the happiest I've ever seen her.
Beard on the little boy. What?
Guys, getting a feeling. I think I might be going home after all.
Well, don't say shit like that, man. That's
there's one
inviting disaster.
left, bro. Like, don't tell me this is like the end of the episode too, you bitches. Like,
yeah, it totally is. Look at that. Look at that wide shot. That was a good one. Totally gave us the setup. So I guess with one episode left in the season, like a lot has to happen next week.
So it's all going to be a race to get off of the planet and get out of the old or get out of the distant galaxy and back into the regular one.
Do you think that everyone's coming home aboard that ring, or do you think that some people are going to have to do like a reverse Star Whale journey?
I think they're probably going to have to do the Star Whale thing.
Because it seems like it's like being stranded is the big risk, you know?
So, either A, a lot of people are going to have to die next week, or
possible,
or B,
very possible,
or B, then yeah, like it's going to be a thing where some people are going to be coming home on the ring, and then some people are going to be needing to like ask the whales for another ride home, I suppose.
Do you think we're going to lose anyone like important this season?
I mean, if anyone, it would have to be Thrawn. It would,
no, they're
like
not going to kill
like
Thrawn.
The biggest threats, right? Like, how else would they? So, how else would they fly off? Like, either A, they would have to somehow commandeer the ring and keep the ring from docking with the Star Destroyer in order for it to get back to its regular galaxy. So, so either A, they're.
I don't think there's a way to get back without taking Thrawn with them, honestly.
Or they just somehow commandeer / hijack the ring and just leave him there.
What if they snuck aboard the ring docks with the Star Destroyer, gets into hyperspace, and then mid-journey, they undock the Star Destroyer, so he's just like left in the slipstream somewhere, and the ring continues onto the galaxy. Then he'd be like extra fucked, because they wouldn't be able to find him again.
But that also means he would just be floating around somewhere in the universe and could still theoretically come back at some point, unless he's just.
I don't think so. I think that if you are jettisoned into the slipstream of hyperspace without the means to navigate it yourself, then you're just in there forever. That's what I think. But I don't know. I'm sure that's been covered in Legends before, but I don't know if there's a canon answer for what happens to you in that situation. Man, I am fascinated with Balin's Skull right now and what he's up to.
And what his motivation is.
Like, what the hell is this man's motivation?
Yeah, it's definitely some sort of... Like, he keeps looking for some sort of power source, but, like, not even like a necessarily, like, individual source of power, but, like, something that's going to inspire or change everything. Like, I think he's kind of looking for a substitute.
Yeah, he did kind of lay out what his philosophy was and what the broad strokes of what he's trying to achieve. But I think you're right, and I think that he's just someone who like really wants to belong to something powerful and to do something that he wants to affect meaningful change in the galaxy and break this cycle of endless war.
Yeah.
Like, I get that. My question is more like, how are you going to go about it? He thinks that a very powerful being is calling to him through the Force.
Yes.
Well, who could that be? It just in the meta, I'm thinking it's either someone that Dave Filoni created and is going to return, or it's a brand new character.
The Bendu.
You just straight up, it's the Bendu.
Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious.
That would be so fucking cool,
dude. Could you
dude.
imagine, like, what in the never...
I would lose my shit. I will flip the table if the Bendu shows up.
If Bendu, like, if some sort of, like, the equivalent of a lion turtle could show up on this planet, because it's like it's a Night Sister Dathomiri, like, original witch planet, right? So we don't know what the fuck could, like, potentially be living there, or...
What planet did we encounter the Bendu on? It was Attilan, right? It was Attilan. Yeah.
Where
that would be amazing.
They were hiding out, where the Ghost Crew is hiding out from fucking Thrawn, coincidentally. So, like, and how powerful would it be if the Bendu were the thing to fuck over Thrawn 2 times? You know, like the thing.
I'm just imagining the look on Thrawn's face when the Bendu shows up, and he's like, "God damn
this fucking storm.
This guy
living
again.
Storm. Yeah, it's this giant living storm with glowing yellow eyes and just giant thunderbolts, like, you know, like the embodiment of the living force. Like, you know, like what are you gonna do about that?
I don't know if it's going to be the Bendu, but I'm going to go ahead and vote for the Bendu because I want that to happen so much. That would be amazing. And you know how Thrawn, you know how he gave the order to destroy the Purgils with extreme prejudice?
Yes.
I get the feeling he would have given that order regardless because he kind of has like a Purgil phobia now, kind of like Captain Hook and the alligator.
Right? Well, I mean,
like,
if something
after what he went through, like, wouldn't you be fucking terrified of space whales if that happened?
That could naturally teleport you to, like, yeah, dude, that's like facing a
I'd be like, hell no, keep me away from those things forever.
Yeah. Like, it could just wrap its tentacles around you and then teleport you to anywhere in the fucking galaxy. Like, yeah, it's terrifying. It's a mole.
Yeah, like, no, thank you.
If it felt like it, yeah.
Like, I don't know. Thrawn seems to have quite a lot of mental dexterity, and I think that he would see his way clear to, like, understanding what happened and being able to interact with them again. But, like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was, like, terrified of star whales now.
For sure, because he knows their capability, right? He knows the power of passive aggression.
So you don't think that the night troopers are undead or somehow reanimated?
No.
By Night Sister magic. You think that it's just an homage in the name, and they wear the red fabric as like a sign of loyalty, and just as a designation.
Yes.
Okay. I do think that there's a magic element to these troops. The point you made about how he's like very important, like not to waste resources and manpower, I think that's a very good point, and that's like the only thing counting against the theory that I have so far. Yeah, no, he's made a big point about it. Like, clearly it's a big concern, and I think that is supposed to tell us something about the state of the troops themselves. But there's only one episode left in the season, and we're gonna have to find out then. And if we don't find out, I'm gonna be pissed because I enjoy a good cliffhanger like the next guy, but like. There isn't even a second season for the show confirmed, right? We know that Filoni's working on his movie, but if I have to wait all the way until this movie comes out to get answers,
that's true.
It's going to be a long time.
But I mean, in good news and in most recent news, like the Writers Guild strike did just finish. So the
writer's strike is over. Congratulations to the WGA. I haven't looked at the specifics of the deal myself, but I've heard that it is a pretty good deal. They won big, so. That's awesome.
So SAG's next, hopefully. And
let's get SAG after their deal. Yes.
And then you'll see us back onto the Dark Forces podcast on Tuesday nights. So stay tuned, like and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure that you're following us. The Dark Forces podcast is on hiatus and will continue to be on hiatus until all of the strikes have been resolved favorably. But then, like the Bendu said, we'll see you on Tuesday nights. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our reaction to Ahsoka Part 7. There's only one part to go. Oh, man, I wish the show could last forever. I'm having so much fun watching this thing with you, man.
It's so
good. It's
so pure Star Wars. Like, aside from the Kenobi show, like, this... Between Kenobi and Ahsoka, like, both of them together is just, like, peak Star Wars.
Well, I mean, because that term gets thrown around a lot, and for me, what I think peak Star Wars really is the fact that it's so various now, and that the Disney Plus shows are kind of going off in all these multiple directions. You have something that is like at this fantasy fever pitch, like Ahsoka, right? And then you have things that are so grounded and like intense and hard hitting, like Andor, and they're so different directions from each other. And I think that the two of those combined,
or Mando season 3,
the strength of Star Wars is that Star Wars isn't just one thing anymore. Now it can mean a myriad of different things. It can be multiple different genres, and that is really what peak Star Wars means to me now. Is just like that smorgasbord of different ideas. You know, sometimes I'm in the mood for sword and sorcery. Sometimes I'm in the mood for political drama, you know, and we've got those options now. And I think that's awesome. Shout out to Nerd Chronic for editing this reaction for us. He trimmed it down to 10 minutes of fair use to comply with copyright. But if you want to check out the full-length, uncut version of this reaction, it's available on Patreon. There's a link in the description to the video to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and we'll catch you in the finale for Ahsoka next week. And as always, may the Force be with you.